This is the Sunday Tar Heel. What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? My name is Nathan. I am one half of your Hill Brothers, and it is finally August. It is the first Sunday in August. Today is August the 3rd, and we are well on our way to North Carolina football in less than a month. Training camp has started. Day 2 of training camp is going on currently right now as we speak. You guys saw me yesterday talking about some stuff from day 1. There's going to be multiple videos coming out this week about training camp and things that are going on at training camp and storylines and things. You guys can see I've got some notes written down, some video ideas. One of them's already been checked off up there at the top. And it's going to be a great couple of days here. Alan will be joining in with us right here in just a little bit. He's just getting home, so any minute now he'll probably be popping up. But there's a lot to talk about this week, but one of the biggest things, well, actually, I'll wait till Alan gets on before I mention that because me and him was just chit-chatting about it earlier. But now that August is here, training camp has started. We got to see some film. There has been a couple of things that has been popping up. As a matter of fact, I'll get Twitter up in just a second. We'll kind of take a look at the social media page for the Tar Heels because I tell you, man, there's been a couple little clips that have come out that have been pretty impressive, to say the least. Like the Wilson wide receiver, number 17, catch in double coverage. Bryce Baker throwing the ball, too. Conversations about the quarterback battle. I talked with AJ a little bit yesterday afternoon, last night, first thing this morning. And he was talking about how they didn't get very much time to be able to sit there and chit chat at the practice, which I thought was really unfortunate, actually. I was hoping they were going to get more. They had security there yesterday for the first day of fall camp. I don't really know why that is. I guess people are a little nervous about that. And Kevin McAllister, the receiver that mossed his teammates. Yes, absolutely. We were just talking about him. I think, what's his name? Is it Wilson? Is it Elijah Wilson? There's so many brand new names. As a matter of fact, Adrian Wilson. I'm sitting here looking at it right now. As a matter of fact, I have got I downloaded every single one of them. All of the, Adrian Wilson right here. I think he's the Colorado transfer, if I remember correctly. Kev, I think. Double check me on that. But sure enough, I got all the images that the team put out with all the names and jerseys by position groups. So I'm going to print all of those out and make like a booklet. Considering there are so many brand new names in numbers on this team, that way during the season, during like watch parties and everything, I can have a physical copy right here in my face. That way I can see the name, the jersey number, and I know who's who, so we can talk about them properly. So really looking forward to seeing what happens with Carolina football. They posted a little drone footage today of day 2. And again, we'll actually take a look at this stuff right here in just a second, just some screenshots and things like that. And that little stuff that obviously not going to show us exactly everything that they're doing, of course. Tar Heel Ron, good to see you, brother, as well. I'm going to pop you guys up on the big screen here. Alan will be here in just a minute. He was coming home from something, so he actually should probably be popping in right here any second now, and then we'll both be up here to chit chat about some fall camp, that and something that I found out just a few minutes ago. I was actually on the phone with him, and something we'll talk about. So next week's Sunday Tar Heel should be a pretty fun one, a memorable one. I'll put it to you that way, a reminiscent one, if you will, for us next week. But did something just like hit my window? I think a bird just flew into my window right here. R.I.P. bird. sorry, little birdie. Dadgum, so I heard something. I don't know could you hear that? Could you hear like that boom that just happened right now? That's wild, dude. So, anyway, we are now on the road to the first game. So let me give you guys here this. You guys bring you into the production meeting. Bring you guys in for a second. Hey, hold on a second. Let's add another person to the production meeting. The other half of the Hill brothers. Make sure I've got my graphic up right. We are good, Mr. Nope, wrong layout. Boom, Mr. Allen Minton. There he is. Hey, buddy.
Hey,
That was a State fan looking for tips. Okay. How you doing, bud?
Good, 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 good. I'm good. I'm good.
You seem out of breath, dude.
Yeah, I had to run. I was running fast in a hurry.
Well, dude, your color scheme matches the new logo, man.
It sure does, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Look at you go, man. Your wife is in the chat laughing at you and everything else. There's Alan. Yeah, there's Ron. Alan. Kev's here. Your wife is here. Ron's here. We're here. And we're talking. We're getting ready to have production meeting. As a matter of fact, you ready?
Production meeting.
Yes. We're having
Let's do
another
it.
one. We had one. We had one yesterday morning too. So I
Yeah, we
was
did
gonna go ahead and kind of give them a since
at
now that we're in
8:30.
fall camp at 8:30. It was a good one too. We got some stuff out, and I wrote some things down. I got some notes here and everything. I'm a little booklet. This is all the video I did this week. I've already got one checked off and taken care of. That was the one that you guys saw if you listened or you saw the intro in. That was that video. It'll also be in the description below. But also with us going on the extra matter of fact, let me load in the graphic for it right now. That way you guys can see this here. Because I do have a graphic overlay. Here we go. But if you guys now that we're all in the road to the first game, of course, less than a month away, we have got some things that we are going to be doing along the way. Henceforth, different videos. So, like right now, with fall camp starting, I just got the graphic. Load in. Good. If you're not early, you're late. There you go. Get them, Ron. But so since we're in fall camp, what we're going to be doing throughout fall camp is a little series called the UNC Fall Football Camp Series 2025. You can see the little Tar Heel with the ram, the pretty sick little logo. I'm not gonna lie, pretty legit. I did not create that logo. The great wonders of computer chips did that. So taking lessons from Reese Bobby. So we're gonna be covering fall camp as best we possibly can. I am currently working on having a reporter join us within the next week or two. We will see. Mr. AJ of the brand new Tar Heel 247. Be sure and go check that out, dude. That logo was sick. Yeah, dude, I said the same thing. I type in something and something pops up and boom, there it goes. So that's how creative I am. I just describe it and it just happens. That's how we do there. So
Wizardry.
same thing with this logo, the live show logo here we got. So we're going to be doing that and we're going to be getting ready. Season predictor. Are you guys ready? Season predictor is when, Alan?
Next Sunday. So you'll see it Monday.
Next Sunday. So the second that we are done with the live.
You'll see it on the 11th.
Yes. The second that we are done with the Sunday Tar Heel, we're going to go instantly working on Ron, I love it. We're going to be instantly going into the season predictor. It will not be live. Hold that thought. But we will get that thing done for you guys. That way it'll be so. What, Alan? You don't want to see your picks live?
No, there's a lot that goes into that. You know, to stare at stuff and ponder and
Good news.
pontificate.
I don't know if you heard this part of it yet. Kevin
Definitely not
asked
11-1.
11-1.
No.
Who knows, man? I might do it. You never know.
Maybe
I'm
6 and 7, maybe 7-6, 8-5.
I'm thinking 16-0.
I think you're an idiot.
Dude, hey, if that happened, I would look like a genius. That's all I'm saying. Anywho, I was saying something and I forgot what that thing was because I had a tend to. You heard it here. We know where Ron's going. But yeah, so we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be getting ready for the live watch party. Ron, I want you because you mentioned something to me during one of these Sunday Tar Heels. I think it was 2 weeks ago. about Ron, just email me. Email the Hill Brothers. Our email is I think it's in our bio on our YouTube page. Email that and get up with me. I need you to do that for me, Ron, because you mentioned something to me a couple of weeks ago, and I told you we would talk about it, but I need you to email me first. So you do that. Let's talk. Currently working on also, I didn't even think about sending this graphic over as well. So not only are we working on on doing the fall camp series, we are also working on guests for the let me accept this here. There we go. Aha. Boom, got it. Sweet. Well, we're also working on guests, and honestly, dude, this one's been hard. This has been extremely hard, as a matter of fact. But if we go 6-0, we would officially end the debate whether oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. But we are actually working on stuff for the scouting report as well. So we got the scouting report, we got the UNC Fall Football Series. Alan, I'm gonna ask you a question live.
Ask it.
Since we always do our preview and prediction, we also have our post-game reaction. Do you still want to give that man a helmet sticker?
Well,
are we having helmet stickers this year?
I don't know.
That's actually good. That's actually something that we don't know yet.
Nope. I don't know. I feel like we got away from the helmet sticker.
Yeah, the team started pissing me off. That's what it was. The team really pissed me off. When JMU happened, that was a wrap for me. That right there made me so mad because I was in attendance for that game, and that just Go back and rewatch that post game reaction if you haven't listened to it in a while. Hey, speaking of which, this is a good thing. Yeah, Kev, honestly, I'm kind of in alignment with you on that one, the helmet stickers. It would surprise me. It would tell me that Bill is about the college experience even more if he did the helmet sticker deal. That's just me. But so, okay, I want to talk about next Sunday really quickly. Season predictor out of the way, we understand that. Next Sunday's Sunday Tar Heel. We're going to be doing something. It's not going to be typical. It's going to be a little atypical. But I think we should have some fun because guess what, Alan?
It's our birthday.
It is our birthday. I just realized that. I called you about it earlier. August 9th, 2023 is when the Hill Brothers uploaded their very first video. And it was a video that I had actually already uploaded on another channel. But I brought it over here for when we did that. I'm more curious if we're the throwback since it was in honor of Mac's first time. Honestly, I believe that you do. Because if you look in the Keenan Football Center, like the images that they show up, it's everywhere. You see like the old uniforms with like the spelled out UNC helmet logo back from the LT days. There, and right just on the other side of it, you see the throwbacks to Julius Peppers, and Peppers being a part of the team in a way. That's yeah. I think you'll honestly see more throwbacks than you do regular jerseys. I just have a weird feeling, especially since they brought back the white throwbacks for like an away jersey and everything. I have a feeling you may end up seeing them more. But that'll be a good question. Also, I asked about the navies. Somebody told me that there's something up with the navies and that don't be surprised if you see them. So I'm a little excited about that. Even just if nothing else, give me the navy pants. Just give me the navy, at least. Give me that, and I'll be a happy boy. But wouldn't mind seeing the navies brought out for at least one game, at least one night game. Yeah, I think that'd be really fun. But so we celebrate a birthday next week. Next Saturday, technically, and then the 10th is the Sunday. So next Sunday, what we're gonna do, which I think will be kind of cool, is we're gonna go on our YouTube channel and we are going to react to some of our earliest videos, all the way back.
I thought we was giving away a free truck.
No, I was saving that for the watch party.
Sorry.
Just
Spoiled that one.
spoil it, why don't you?
Spoiled it. Sorry.
Yeah, we're giving away Alan's truck, everybody. Signed by him. So
right across the tailgate.
yeah, right across the tailgate. That'd be good. That'll be good. It comes with the UNC logo hitch cover as well that he's got there.
Sure does.
Yes. But yeah, I think that'd be kind of cool. And also, I want to talk about some of our favorite moments on the channel next week, for sure. So it's gonna be a reminiscent Sunday Tar Heel for us next week. So be looking at that. I've actually already started re-listening to some of our stuff, our old stuff, and it's amazing to see how far we've come from then to now.
Hot take.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second here.
It's not.
I think
the one you saved is not good.
Well, see, the thing about it is
short or something.
Because I had to clip it, right? But like as you're doing that, I start laughing. So I stopped it right when I started laughing. I stopped it. That way you didn't hear it.
Hot take.
Yeah. That was, as a matter of fact, that was on our first video.
That was our first video.
That was it. Right there. That little hot take. And then you've had different things like the Take Me Home thing, our first vlog for the North Carolina South Carolina game. You've had different little collaborations. Our first time, there's Ashley. Our first time talking
Nothing
to AJ.
like shenanigans to bring her to the comments.
Oh yeah. So I mean, we've had a lot of stuff to see how far this channel has come. And if you want to throw it all the way back, we go to Ron's channel. To when Ron met us. And I didn't even know that video even existed until one day it was showed up in like your For Yous. Like, what is this? Like meeting the Hill brothers. Like, what is this? And then I saw the name at the bottom. I'm like, ain't no flipping way. And I watched it, and sure enough, we'll show that too. We will show that Tar Heel Ron. We're gonna show that. I'm gonna mark that down now. I'm gonna mark that down for next Sunday. Yes, here we go. Wait, what did I write here? Oh, it was my notes from Bill Belichick's press conference. All right, let's talk about some fall camp, dude. Hey, have you saw anything?
I watched Bill Belichick's interview on the way home from Sam's.
What'd you think about it?
It was interesting.
What did you personally take out of it?
That I don't know if if Bill Belichick thinks Max Johnson is quite ready for the starting QB job, and that Bill Belichick is not exactly afraid to admit that he showed people the door.
I took that from there too, dude. When he said they walk some people out of here, I got to thinking about it. So I did a live reaction to that. I don't know if you saw that video yet, but we watched the entire thing, and I just reacted as it was going. And when he said that, I got to thinking, I'm like, who in the world left in the springtime? I'm like, the two people. There's two people that did. I said, there's no way they got walked out, and that was Bo and Amari. Both of them left. So I'm like, ain't no way they got walked out. So I think we can safely assume that they're not on that list. But who else left? That I was like, did Zach Rice leave during that time? Because I can't remember when he left. I don't know if he left in the first portal window or the second. That's the one thing I'm curious of. So
yeah, I don't remember.
That is a good question. Yeah. He's like, oh yeah, we already kind of cut people out. I'm like, oh Jesus, okay, brother. But his comment on the quarterback depth, like, oh, he says we like the depth that we have at QB. Maybe Ryan Brown. Ryan Brown, that is right. He came in.
Ryan Brown got paid an astronomical amount of money to come back to Purdue.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he got paid an absurd amount. Let me see if I can find it.
Oh, Jesus.
He got paid an absurd amount to go back to Purdue.
That's crazy, considering he really didn't look that great. Spring that he was here, he didn't look that great. So, I mean, he came in for a cup of coffee and then he got up out of here. So, yeah, that's wild. I didn't know that. That's pretty legit. Dang. But yeah, I'm curious to see who else left during that time. I'm pretty sure there's probably a list somewhere. I know Inside Carolina was doing one for a while. I don't know if they still have it up or maybe it's closed now, considering that the portal time and all that stuff is over with. But one thing I do want to do really quickly is one of my greatest days ever. One of the Tar Heel wrong. Zach Rice, Gavin Blackwell, other possibilities. Gavin left. Did Zach leave before spring or after spring? I can't remember exactly when he left. I know when he left, I honestly didn't think that he would find a spot in the Power 4 level at all, considering, but Syracuse snagged him up fairly quickly. And I don't say that to demean Zach Rice. It's just from what we saw here, it was not good. Now, fit is everything, right? So there could be an element to that plays out, but that one shocked me to say the least. But Gavin, he went down to Florida State. I think that was after the spring portal, and because the only reason I remember that is because one of the heads of recruiting, Molly Jacoby, she left Carolina and went down to Florida State. And the second she went down to Florida State, that's when Gavin came. So that seems about right. So Gavin could be one. And think about the wide receiver room. We talked about it. Alan, did you see the video of Adrian Wilson catching the ball from Bryce Baker in double coverage?
Yeah. In between the two, yeah, that was nice.
That was ridiculous. So what I kind of want to do right now, really quickly, is let's take a second and let's take a look at some of this stuff, man. Let's go to UNC's Twitter, and we're going to take a look here, make sure it looks somewhat decent. Yeah, there we go.
2.7 is the rumored amount.
Jesus. So here we are, the Forged in Blue. I like this.
Yeah, that's nice.
An all-time football mind has come south.
I love this.
Bringing with him a doctrine forged in cold New England winters, and now shaped in Carolina blue.
Ship.
The process has begun. And in the dead heat of summer,
there he is. There's Adrian Wilson.
Carolina football is being forged.
Oh man, dude, I love those kinds of videos.
Chapel Hill
and the cicadas, boy. I love those kind of videos. Hype videos are like my favorite thing. I'm surprised they put out that video the same day. Yeah, honestly,
go down. Click on
we
day
are.
2 view. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's just them. Yeah, I think it's just a little drone shot.
Hey, right there's the baseball field.
Oh yeah, right there's the Bosch. What I mean, I think when me and Tori were down there a year or two ago, we went down there for the spring practice, and we saw them out there on the field as we were passing by the Bosch right there. But so that's that.
When we was at the Bosch for the
Bryce Baker, bad ball, right? Adrian Wilson's like, nah, got it. I love this. He's just like, yep. I'm like, bro, homie is nasty.
If he's really like that, that's crazy.
That's nuts because okay, so I want to know one thing. Let me make sure this is right. You tell me what you see. Okay, so we got 23 and who's the other guy? 32. 23 and 32. That should be DBs, right?
32 is probably a safety.
Okay. So, I've got all the I'll be making a booklet of these and I'll make you one as well. Of
Thank you.
all the jerseys numbers with their actual like their full names. So I've got them all right here. So 23 that's running backs. I know that's not there. Oh, here we go. Defensive backs. 23 is Christian Dunbar Hawkins.
Okay.
And 32 is Jermaine Anderson. So those are the two guys that were guarding Adrian Wilson. Or 20. It looks like it was 23's assignment, which was Dunbar Hawkins. Looks like his assignment. Looks like Adrian may have gotten over the top a little bit, and 32 came to help, and that was Jermaine.
Yeah.
I don't know those two names personally.
I'm going to say I'm not familiar with those two names.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of that this year.
They were not in bad coverage. That he was bracketed pretty good in my opinion.
Bryce put a ball in the only spot, literally, and like, hey, here's your chance to go make a play.
Yeah. It's a good catch. It's a real good catch.
Yeah, that's pretty legit catch. Then we just got images. So right there, right here, these two are there. Oh, there's the catch. That's I haven't saw this picture. That's legit.
That's the catch from the front side. The video was from the back side.
Yeah. So like the camera's like in this area, right here. But that's legit. And then you got a hero over here. And that is Andrew Simpson, the linebacker. Looking forward to seeing what he does.
That's a big old boy right there, son.
Oh, dude, Andrew Simpson is a legit man, son. That's the one out of Boise. Dude's legit. And then there's that. They could have done a better some better music for that than this. And then you just got day one fall camp, and then
And is there anywhere you'd rather be? Keenan Stadium right now.
Man, I'd love to be there for TCU. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that place is gonna be on fire.
Yes, sir, it will. Yes,
but I can't pay a mortgage payment to get the family. I can't spend a mortgage payment getting the family there for it.
No, I refuse.
It's the resale market's insane.
I bet I would hate to see it. Honestly, I haven't looked because I just know better than to do that. I would like to go up there to Keenan at some point in time this year. I know I probably won't be able to get into a game just because the resale market's ridiculous. Don't get too excited. Belichick will leave one on June 1st when his buyout is only. Oh wait, oh Kevin, I was getting ready to say like, wait, didn't we just say like it's August the 2nd, 3rd here? But that's right. Yeah, Kev. I would love to be there for everything, man.
Yeah.
I really do. And it's kind of crazy, man. You've been able to be there the last few years. Not gonna be able to be this year, and this could be a turning point year.
Multiple games. It was multiple games a year.
Yeah, absolutely. We had I can't count how many games I've been to. Just in the last couple of years now since we started the channel, and much less even before then. You know, we started going to games.
and the message board ticket exchange on 247 or 24/7. It's still there, and I'll have to get with AJ on it. But there's questions on the ticket exchange message board on the premium side. The old regime was strict about how much you could sell them for. It had to be face value. Now that old regime is gone, there's people asking questions on the message board whether that's still going to be a policy or a rule So
I would think so, or at least I would really hope so.
I would hope so, because now there's not going to be any like ticket fees or whatever.
Right.
But that TCU game, if the face value is only 75, 80, somebody's in there trying to sell it for 200, 175. That, I don't know. I have certain
Yeah.
feelings about that.
Yeah, no, I don't personally think that's right. Obviously, it happens. You know, people scalpers. They have a name. We love them.
Well, yeah, like if you're a season ticket holder and then you just want to, and they did that a lot in the baseball season. Season ticket holders would get regional seats, super regional seats, and before, like basically those were some of the first seats on like SeatGeek and StubHub and all that, and face value ain't but like $25, but they're selling them for like 250, 300 on SeatGeek.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
Which is, I don't know. You have the ability to get them because you've been in the Rams club for so long, and you just use that ability to make a quick $600, $700.
Right, right. You know, people are gonna take advantage of anything they possibly can. Which I hope I don't. If they can control that, then I don't think that they would allow that to happen. At least I would hope so personally. But
Some people were for, being able to, have a markup on the premium message board. Some people were not. Then the people that were not, the people that were for, would be like, well, you're not having to pay like the taxes and uh, ticket fees like you would on third party. You buy $100 ticket on StubHub. That $100 ticket, it's like $150 because of taxes and fees. Well, you don't have to pay the taxes and fees.
yeah, yeah, the taxes and fees, that's a little dumb. They're just
It is, but
because
that third party site has to make money somehow too. I understand, but there should be a cap.
yeah,
Like, I shouldn't have to buy, like, if I'm paying $400 for 4 tickets, that $400 purchase should not be almost $700 because you're charging me like $60 per ticket in fees and taxes.
right. Because I mean, that's just way too much. That's why, like, now that I see the seeing the resale market, seeing all that stuff, I would much rather just kind of get in early and try and buy a ticket, through like when they first start coming out instead of all these super crazy, like on a Ticket Master or something like that. Because they seem to be a little less, of an issue with that. Like a StubHub, $125 ticket could turn into, like you said, 100, 150, 175 in a heartbeat. You do that times 2 or times 3 or even times 4 if you're trying to take a family or something of that nature, then it just gets ridiculous at that point. So I think with that ticket exchange, if you're able to get that stuff, and a lot of this, you know about this more than I do, being a part of the Rams club and things of that nature, you're privy and to getting those high end seats quicker than anybody else. You get first dibs on them, especially in I think you said it was like especially in like the baseball season and all that stuff. Being able to get those seats people want, you kind of get first dibs at it and at the lower prices that they really are. Because I mean, dude, me and you looked at season tickets for the football team the last 2 years, and to see what a price of a season ticket is compared to like a game that we go to, it's almost equal. Like
Yeah.
if we bought season tickets at the beginning of the season, like this year, I can't remember exactly, but they split it into zones. I think if I think if he bought it in what was called Zone 1, which is like the 50, like from, was it 35 to 35 basically, or 40 to 40, somewhere like center. Buys us all season ticket. Hey, he's got the money. Don't let him play with you. Don't let him play around. He's got the money. But if you did that, it was like, I think this year it was like, what, 1,100, something like that per season ticket. I think it was like this year.
Yeah.
That's on, like, you get to pick your seats on, like, it's the 50-yard line, like basically like from, I think it was like from 45 to 45, basically was the zone area, or maybe 40 to 40, something like that. And it was like $1,100. Think about it. You go to,
Oh, here is the face value tickets for a 50-yard line seat that some person posted. See, 50-yard line, section 125. Face value for TCU is 125, Richmond 75, Clemson 200, Virginia 100, Stanford 100, Duke 150. That was
Really?
face value for a 50-yard line seat.
So they're expensive enough.
Yeah, I mean, they're expensive enough.
Because, I mean, the draw's going to be there. The crowd's going to come, everything. You've got that coming in. Now more than ever. Like last year, the season tickets were like $545 for
Something
a
like that,
season
yeah.
ticket.
Mhm.
A season ticket was $540 something. And
Well, I think basketball went up by more than 10%. Football's went up by more than almost 20%, I believe.
yeah, Bill
Um,
Belichick comes in, and I mean, Kenan Stadium isn't the biggest in the world either.
No, it's not. So the demand's going to be there.
And they sold out fairly quick, from what I learned, with season tickets.
So with the demand, if the demand is higher, the price is going to be higher on the secondary markets.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. Somebody did post on the 24/7 message board that the On3 guys did take the face value rule to their site ticket. I guess On3 has a message board that allows for ticket reselling for that certain particular team. And those guys, when they got over there on the message boards, must have reiterated that you're still required to sell the tickets for what you paid, no more, no less.
Right.
But I'm not a member of that site.
Kevin brings up a good point here, and as a matter of fact, Alan mentioned that when we were at the ACC media. I still got the question right here. Talking about the teams selling out, like the teams tickets completely being sold out, and obviously the secondary market, of course, but the teams being sold out. That
the ticket office sold every ticket that they had. Not that
right.
every ticket has been sold once. Not that every ticket has been sold twice.
It has been sold by its originator.
Right. Yeah.
Whether
that
now
be
people
season
that
or
sell their
singles.
tickets, right? So there's that, and that was something that we kind of wanted, if we're able to, wanted to ask Bill as well, if we're able to get multiple questions, and of course that, hey, now that the national, now that Carolina sold out completely, what does that? How does that make you feel as a head coach? Coming in and like doing this, because that's not something that Carolina does a ton. Other what's going on, Mark? Other programs may very well,
Hi,
of
Mark.
course. But Carolina is never in a position where they're doing that because Carolina's not winning football games, at a very high level, put it that way.
Yeah.
And then you have like the occasional draws, like recently with the Drake Mays and the Amari Hamptons and the Sam Howells and all that good jazz that you have. So, I mean, there's that. So, I mean, the tickets will sell eventually, but for them to sell out as quick as they did, that's pretty cool. And you got to think every single seat got sold.
Yeah.
Every one of them. And I'm wondering, I wonder if are they going to do that stupid Tar Heel patio thing again this year? Do we know that?
I don't know. I haven't
hope
seen
not,
pictures of this
because
thing.
that looked dumb.
Well, I think the Tar Heel patio is a good idea.
Just not where it's at.
Well, no. It's a great idea where it's at because it is a social environment. The Blue Zone.
Right.
If you're not in the Blue Zone, you're not there to watch football. I won't say you're not there to watch football. Most of the people inside tend to stay inside. Fair? Is that fair?
Depends on the weather.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
like when I was there when I did the Virginia game, that was a really good game, good weather and everything. Oh yeah, there was a lot of people outside.
So the Tar Heel patio, yes, it cuts down seats, but the seats that it cuts down are in very not desirable locations. We're talking about corner end zone seats. But you sell those at a premium because it is a social environment. Somebody wants to do like a business function at a game. You come there, you have your seats, you can see the game. You're on a higher rise. You got your food, you got your wait staff, you got your tables, chairs, whatever.
And I think you buy all that stuff up front too. Keep going.
Right. So that's what they're going for. In haste to get the first patio sales out there, the way they constructed them wasn't nice. I mean, it was basically plywood and scaffolding. Now, if they go back in and put some like graphic banners over the scaffolding so you can't see the scaffolding,
well, no, they did that. They did that. They did that last year.
Box it in and fancy it up, then yeah, that's fine. Because most of the times those are the last tickets to sell anyway. So why not cut some of those not less desirable seats out, put them on a platform, charge a little bit extra for a wait staff and a small environment. You can bring a work function or whatever and have a social event at a football game during a football game, and just make a little bit more money on seats that you're probably not selling anyway.
Oh yeah, the price that they wanted for those things were astronomical. It was crazy at how much. And sure enough, when I went to the Charlotte game, they were people up there that bought those tickets, and I was shocked.
You're going to have the hedge funders, CEOs, private business owners, blah blah blah, that are alumni, have money, that don't really care, and just like, hey, let's go to this Tar Heel game and sit where nobody else is, and we'll have our own private little area.
Kevin, great question. Curious if the Blue Zone crowd will now actually watch the games, especially for games like Richmond and such. I think for a game like Richmond, probably not. But more or less like a Clemson will be the test. And that's 4 games in. That's what, 2
NC
home
State
games?
was cold. NC State was cold.
Yeah. TCU.
Oh, yeah.
We'll find out TCU.
I think TCU will be the outlier because that is prime time. The first game Bill Belichick steps on the field as head coach of the Tar Heels. So
October the 4th when Clemson comes to town.
I think that game will be an outlier. That's going to be a top 10 opponent in Keenan. Bill Belichick's first ACC opponent.
So what game do you think would be like the test? Do you think maybe later on in the season when we get to like Duke at home and Stanford at home, maybe?
Stanford, that'll be a good test to see how
Virginia, maybe?
It's going to depend on the record.
Mm-hmm. Virginia, I've heard from our guys at Cav Connection. They say that they've really done a good job of bringing in some guys this year that they could shock some people. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I guess we'll see. But well, honestly, Kev, let's keep an eye on that. Big games of Easy Crowd typically shows out. It's the lesser game where we see much more empty seats. Let's we got September the 13th. That's Richmond. So every game this year for Carolina, their entire schedule goes home away, home away, home away. That's their entire schedule. They don't ever have a consecutive away games. They don't ever have consecutive home games. They've got the home games: TCU, Richmond, Clemson, Virginia, Stanford, and then Duke. And the 2 bye weeks are before and after Clemson. So you get a bye week before Clemson. Clemson has the same exact bye week, that one before, and then Carolina has the second one right after Clemson. Which I don't know about you, but I think that's a good place to have them.
I don't mind the first bye week. I would like to have seen the second bye week probably at least one game after Clemson, if not 2.
Okay, so basically, well, that would actually make a little bit of sense because they got the bye week, Clemson bye week. They go to Cal, come back home for Virginia, go to Syracuse, back home Stanford, at Wake, which is up the street. So that final 3 weeks, they're home because they got at Wake, Duke, at State, which is good because then you're not travel. You get your travel out the way, after Clemson.
Well, if it's at Cal after the second bye week, that's the only reason the bye week after Clemson is helpful.
Yeah.
If me personally, I would probably take the team to California, probably that third Wednesday or Thursday of the bye week, and have that much time on the West Coast to, adjust.
Right.
But me personally, when I went to the West Coast, I mean, I'm not having to perform at a high level, but it's not like I was, I was there for 4 or 5 days, and there was never a day when I was like, oh man, it's just a day.
Right.
I mean, I was a high level athlete. I was out there throwing cornhole in the world's largest cornhole tournament at Spencer's McKenzie's. But
Solid plug.
there was never a day I was like, I was just dragging because of the jet lag, time difference, blah blah blah.
Right,
But,
right.
Maybe I'm just a specimen, bro. I don't know.
Maybe you are, man. Maybe you need to give us your secrets. Send it over to us. That way we can be specimens too.
Bro, I can tell you, it's Diet Pepsi.
Give us the blue juice we need to put in our arteries.
It's Diet Pepsi and Dutchies, Jumbo, iced honey buns. That's all it takes, bro.
Walking around looking for oh man. I tell you.
They did have some good food. It was good.
Did they?
They're like a grilled shrimp burrito. It was pretty good.
So you tried out the street meat?
I mean, if you want me to get into it, so Spencer McKenzie's is a restaurant. They have a restaurant. They, West Coast, right? It's the cornhole tournament is right on the ocean. It's actually not this weekend, not next weekend. So in 2 weekends, It's an annual cornhole tournament they have on the West Coast called Spencer McKenzie's, blah blah blah.
Right.
But it's actually a restaurant. The guy that runs it is part of the restaurant. Then they bring the restaurant to the big fairground, and it's really cool. It's a nice thing. They have
I remember
bands,
a big
car show.
cornhole guy.
It's way more. It's a cornhole tournament, but it's way more than cornhole. They got car shows, vendors, but it's a cornhole tournament that just attracts the car show and the vendors.
Well, there you go.
They had a classic car auction there where they had the Mustang off of Gone in 60 Seconds. It's like $500,000 if you want to buy it. Come with a unofficial piece of paper saying this was one of the cars used in the making of the movie. Yeah.
Why'd you buy one?
I only had a week of vacation and I would have to drive it home because I wouldn't ship it home. That'd just be
ship it
dumb.
home.
And it would have took me an extra couple days to drive it home. So, I just saved my money and,
just bought yourself a pretzel instead.
Started a podcast.
Yeah.
Or, bought all this stuff for the podcast.
There you go.
I didn't really start
it.
Alan
is now the official sponsor of the pod, so he's going to be. It's good. We need one because we need some equipment. So I'll get up with you. I got an invoice already printed out. I just been looking for somebody to hand it to that'll actually pay for it. So we'll get up with you and
okay.
Boy, I can't wait for the brand new studio. Everything it's going to be good stuff. Which is actually something I would actually like to have.
There's a Monte Carlo suite off of Possum Hollow that's actually for sale.
Really? How much?
I'm not sure.
You're looking at it for me. That way I can, gawk at it and never go get it.
I'm pretty sure it's right. It's in the C building, which I'm pretty sure is right beside the guy that has all the rare like Ferraris and not new Ferraris, old Ferraris, like old Porsches, old Ferraris.
Yeah.
He had a legit Model T in there. The guy has a personal mechanic that goes in there and makes sure all the cars goes in there daily, make sure all the cars are, not leaking or sprung a leak overnight and changes oils, whatever.
Does he ever drive them?
Every once in a while. He said the guy drives them every once in a while. But it's a legit, like a Model T, like the first car. He has one sitting inside. It's wild.
Jeez. That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, I wish
mind hopping in one of them things.
They're not he don't have any like he has Ferraris, but they're old Ferraris, so it's not like the new Ferraris that go 200 miles an hour. These are like the older ones. But is
he just a collector, or does he have newer cars, or he just goes older ones?
I don't know if he has newer cars or not. If they're at his, he had like old school Bentleys, old school Rolls Royces, like the 1980s, like James Bond movies cars. Yeah.
Jeez.
There was probably nothing in there that was older than 1990.
Dang.
There was a lot of pretty cars in there.
No, I bet so, man. That's one thing about cars. Like the cars these days, you're not going to see like a Ford Taurus from 2010 be like, oh man, look at that 2010 Ford Taurus. Like you do see with like old cars that we talk about now, like those kinds of cars, or even just regular everyday cars, back in the 50s,
Shelby.
60s. There you go. You're not going to have that. Like all the cars these days just kind of look the same. Not look the same. Some are different and some are unique, but none of them stand out.
Now my wife don't like them, but I like the new Toyota Land Cruisers and the Lexus RX 550s.
I probably saw them, but just don't remember what they look like off the top of my head.
The new ones, I don't know. It's a unique body shape.
I do like the new Toyota Supras. I'm glad they brought those back. I do like those. Those are pretty cool. But he is now gone. But sure enough, so all that talk of cars in California and cornhole has led us back to the North Carolina Tar Heels. So Carolina's going to be knocking out some fall camp for us. We're going to be covering it throughout the week. We want to know what you guys think about the storylines coming into fall camp and everything. Just to kind of give you guys an idea right now, we're going to be, so I'm kind of read you guys a little bit of my list of some ideas you more than likely will see this week. We're going to talk about the quarterback room potentially. Who will pull away in the defensive line room, because Carolina ain't going to be nothing. They ain't got no defensive line. We understand this. Can Bill get the special teams rolling? That's another one. It's time to change the culture. I kind of mentioned that a little bit in that first video. And then I got one that says Bill's preseason checklist. I was listening to his press conference, and one of the questions was, "What is your preseason checklist?" And he really didn't answer it the way I kind of was hoping he would. But I wrote it down anyway, so I'll probably scratch that one out. But definitely some offensive line, need to talk about them. Wide receiver room, I kind of have a feeling that we're going to see. Kind of already know what that room is going to end up being like, more than likely. But I'm curious to see. Carol, who wrote that he started hitting at practice when Kitchens was the interim coach. Yes. So and that's actually a part of the culture change I want to hit as well. So Kevin, you hitting right there on where I want to be. But sure enough, so next Sunday is going to be a very fun Sunday. It's going to be more of a reminiscent Sunday. Where we are talking about we're kind of looking at some of our old videos, since we're having our second birthday on August the 9th. And we'll be doing some of that, chit-chatting, talking about some of our favorite moments that we've had on the channel, and talk about this crazy timeline that we've had from starting a random podcast in a garage, which is where the first video was, and then all the way to where we are now, where we just got back from talking to Bill Belichick at the ACC kickoff. So, 2 years of craziness that we have had. So it's been fun. It's been good. Alan, you got anything you want to get off the chest before we get out of here?
No, I mean we went from zeros to ones in 2 years.
Yeah. To say the very least. Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate you as well, brother. We're gonna get up out of here.
Thanks, Kevin. We appreciate your attendance, sir. As
always.
You.
As always. Scouting
Kevin's
report.
Always here. Kevin, Kevin and Ron holding down the comment section.
Always, all the time.
I think Silver Freak was calling me fat.
You never know what you're going to get here on the Sunday Tar Heel.
You really don't.
Oh boy. Quarterback race. How do you think that's going to end up? The reason I ask is, just mention Lexus like I mentioned Ford. The quarterback race is going to be interesting to me. I think it's Gio's to lose, but something about Max Johnson is just very odd to me. As in, he might have a dark room chance of getting this thing. I'm not willing to bet money on that, but it's just a thought that's in the back of my head. But we'll see. I think it's Gio's to lose. Bryce this will be a good year for him to practice and get ready and, get behind some experience, some guys that have been there. That way, next year we could talk about him, unless just something crazy happens and boom, he just shocks everybody over the next 3-4 weeks. But yeah, so that's that.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any last comments?
No, you want to come cut my grass again?
We're getting out of here. We're leaving now. This is the time
Because
for us
that's
to
what I'm
go.
about to go do. I'm gonna have to cut it twice, sir. I'm gonna have to cut it twice.
I hear you, brother. Well, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do the whole deal, man.
Ron. I like Ford, Ron. I like Ford.
Yes, he does. So do I.
My the truck that I will get one of these days would be, the 250.
And
One
I
of these
currently own
days.
a 150, and I'm very happy about that. So, yes. Anyway,
Anywho,
I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much for coming out here. We'll see you guys next Sunday. Be sure and check us out throughout the week. Check out any videos that I made yesterday if you haven't done it already. And let's get excited for some Carolina football on the way. Season predictor will be after the Sean. We will record it next Sunday, possibly live, and then you guys would get it if we recorded it. It'd be the following Monday. So that's there. Alan is going to be doing us a video this week. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
what's it about?
That's what I asked you. I asked you, hey man, I need you to get ready for a video this week. You're like, all right, cool, man, no problem. So,
Oh, okay,
Alan's
cool,
bringing
man.
us a
No
video
problem.
this week. Alan will be bringing us
No
a
problem.
big
That's
video
cool.
this week. I can't wait to see what the topic is. I think he's chomping at the bit to get it out of his mouth. And
might get it done right here in just a second.
there you go. It's very good. Very, very good. But
I got
we're
the
out of here.
stuff
Thank you
set
guys
up.
so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Alan's going to record his video. We shouldn't take up any more of his time. So thank you all so much. Thank you all for being here. And as always,
Bye, person that just got here.
We love you too. Go Heels.
I just saw them. Go Heels.